If you're watching this, you're possibly hundreds or thousands of miles away from Charleston. Maybe you have a job offer on the table, or maybe you're just looking for a beautiful change of scenery in your life. You're scrolling through Zillow, looking at perfectly staged photos with the brightness turned up, and trying to decide if a neighborhood on your screen is actually where your kids should grow up, or where you want to go retire and relax. Many real estate videos are just virtual tours of pretty houses. But when you're relocating, you don't need a tour guide, you need a strategist. You need someone who can tell you what the high-res camera is intentionally leaving out, the smell of the pluff mud at low tide, the exact minute the sun hits that west-facing porch in August, and whether the vibe of a particular neighborhood fits your personal vibe. It is possible to love your house and hate where you live. I'm Derek Wacaster with Team Wacaster. Today, I'm not selling you a house. I'm telling you why choosing the right partner for your relocation is the difference between a dream move and a logistical nightmare that ends in a for sale sign in your yard 12 months from now. Before I was a realtor, I spent my career as a marketing executive and creative director. I helped develop campaigns and build marketing strategies for lots of companies, including some of the most well-known brands in the US. In that world, you don't make moves based on vibes. You make them based on data and research. So why does that matter to you as a buyer? I look at things through an analytical lens. I don't look at a house as 4 walls and a roof plus some pretty finishes. I look at it as your financial asset. We analyze the market density, the inventory shifts, like the 14% rise we're seeing this May, and the historical appreciation of specific zip codes. I have a fiduciary duty to you, and all of that matters. And I know hype when I see it, and I call it out. Marketing is the art of storytelling, and I know every trick in the book when it comes to making things sound better than they really are. I can spot a flip that's all paint and no substance from a mile away. My job is to market-proof your purchase. I use my creative background to help you visualize a property's potential, and my marketing background to negotiate using hard data as our primary weapon. In my marketing career, if I missed a detail, a campaign might not perform, or it could fail miserably. We learned from it, and maybe the corporate balance sheet took a hit, or it was a discussion point in my annual review. Most of our budgets had room for error once in a while. In real estate, if I miss a detail, you lose tens of thousands of dollars. We aren't browsing for homes. We are strategically sourcing the right foundation for your next chapter. Here's the part that often gets missed, but is critical for you to know. A successful relocation to Charleston isn't just about the closing date. It's about cultural integration. I've seen it over and over. People move here from up north or out west, buy a gorgeous house, and then realize 6 months later they feel like an outsider. They regret the move because they didn't understand the culture. I'm going to be brutally honest with you about what it takes to live here. If you move here and try to rush the checkout line without making conversation with the checker, honk your horn because the car in front of you took a half-second longer to go than you think it should, or spend your time complaining that the pizza here isn't as good as it is in Philly, you're going to be miserable. We don't just find you a house. We coach you on the Charleston way. We talk about the thank you wave when someone lets you out in traffic, the relational economy of why bullying your HVAC guy means he's going to tell every other HVAC guy not to work with you, and why your corporate title doesn't matter at all at a neighborhood oyster roast. Let your guard down once in a while, be real with people, and you might just make some new friends. Otherwise, you're going to feel really lonely really fast. Bottom line, if you want to move here and change Charleston into the city you just left, I'm probably not the agent for you. But if you want to move here and become part of the fabric of this place, we're going to do everything possible to make sure you land in a neighborhood where you actually feel like you belong. When you hire Team Wacaster, you're getting a professional partnership. My wife Sarah and I operate as a real estate unit, and we each bring different things to the table for you. Of course, we both handle the heavy lifting on the hard assets like contracts, inspections, and the engineering of the deal. But beyond my marketing strategist approach, my wife Sarah adds the essential layer of local community intelligence. She excels at identifying the right social pockets, navigating the local school landscape, and ensuring your family actually integrates into the Lowcountry. It's the perfect balance of analytical rigor and relational insight. We've handled entire transactions for families from outside the area where they didn't see the house in person until they had the keys. That requires a level of transparency that goes beyond showing a house. It means we're being your eyes and ears during the inspection, making sure any repairs get done and done well, and telling you if the neighbor's barking dog is going to ruin your morning coffee. Our business is built on integrity and transparency. We treat your money like it's ours, and we want you to be happy with your life here. It's how we build our reputation and make sure we're the first ones you think of when friends or family want to move here too. We're Charleston locals who actually live the lifestyle we're selling. My family loves a good beach day and is part of the local boating community. We know Charleston from the land and the water. If you want to live on the water, you need an agent who knows more than just the view. We understand about the dock permitting process and how to check if you can actually build one, what salt water does to your dock and what maintenance could cost you, and most importantly, which creeks actually have water at low tide. You often won't find those details in the Zillow listing. You only learn them by being on the water and becoming familiar with that part of the area. We want to make sure you aren't buying a waterfront home that's actually a mudfront home 6 hours a day. Also, in Charleston, business is personal. Who you choose to represent you matters because their reputation arrives at the negotiating table before you do. Other local agents who have worked with us know how we do business. That when we make an offer, it's clean, thoroughly researched, and focused on a smooth close. In a competitive market, that professional trust gives your offer an immediate edge, often making the difference in getting your yes. Relocating is a massive financial and emotional pivot. You're trading in your old life for a Lowcountry dream, and that dream deserves a strategist, not just a salesman. The Charleston market in May 2026 is healthy and solid. Median prices in Charleston County are holding steady, but the right houses are still moving fast. We can help get you prepped to move quickly and with confidence. If you want an agent who brings a creative director's eye and a local's heart to your search, reach out to me. Let's schedule a discovery call, get your 2026 city guide, and start planning your move. I'm Derek Wacaster with Team Wacaster. I can't wait to welcome you home and make sure you're here to stay.